Father put in place. Thrones, dominions. He said throne, dominions. Then it goes on to say principalities. So princesses are a lower level of kings. So a lot of these people have these positions. They were placed there by man. They were not promoted by the Most High. And so he demotes them out of those places, and he puts whom he promotes in those areas. And so these people, that the Z's of the world and queen bees and all these other folks and all this that's been placed there by man, the only reason you're still there is because of man. Because if you didn't have people behind you, you wouldn't be what you were. You wouldn't be who you are if you don't have people behind you. So since your energy comes from the sea of man, comes from the lake of men, then since men do not have a position, you don't have one. You don't have a position. So you might be carrying that name now. You might be carrying that place now. But when the kingdoms of this world become the kingdoms of our Lord, then it's going to be a different story. And these men will be demoted from those authorities, from those thrones. And Father's going to put in who he promotes. That's why when we in the land, he promotes us from faith to faith. That's a promotion, glory to glory. That's being promoted. When you go in the spirit and you begin to deal with principalities and powers, that is a promoted, because we already sit in heavenly places. We might sit in the lower heaven, but because of the promotion, we sit in 3 heavens more up. Or 7 heavens more, whatever that place may be, whatever that part of heaven may be, we're sitting in that place. And when time come, like when it said with David, it said in the time when the kings went to battle, there comes a time you got to go to battle and defend your throne. You got to defend it, and you got to keep it. You got to till it. You got to watch over it. That's what Adam was. Adam was in the garden, which was already an elevated place. You got to take care of what I've given you, then multiply. A lot of these people have these positions and they feel like, oh, I'm superior. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not superior. Well, let us all come together and let us build a tower up to heaven. And Father says, no, you're not going to do that, because now you're becoming like us. Now you're coming on one accord in where you are. And so since it's getting to that point, and I didn't promote you, I didn't give you the authority to come up here where I'm at. Your authority is in the earth, not in the heaven. I didn't give you that place. You don't come here, and I didn't invite you into my realm. You don't do that. This is why we call people and say, hey, when you coming by? Well, I'll be through there Saturday around. This is why we trying to find a time when people, because you don't come into our kingdom without being invited by us. So therefore, and if you show up, it's only because of our grace. It's only because we love you. It's only because of our mercy that if you do show up and we unaware, then we can receive you. But if you show up and we unaware and we don't know and we don't have grace and mercy for you to come in, then we're not going to receive you. You're going to get some lead back at you. You're going to get some angels sent at you. You don't do that. You don't run up here and feel like, no, I didn't ask you to come here. You were to rule and reign in the earth. And when you feel like you can run up here, now we got a problem, because you're coming on my territory now. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you. I put you in the earth to rule and reign in the earth. If you have authority, if you have heavenly places, it's because I promoted you into those places. And if you are a king in this earth like Herod, if you are a king like Nebuchadnezzar, if you are a king in that high rank like Pharaoh, then I am the one that has made that throne, that authority. I am the one that has placed you there. And when you can't honor me, then it's time for you to go. And what you have now is a bunch of bastard sons. That's what you got. You got a bunch of sons that are bastards. You got a bunch that leave heaven like the prodigal son, and they leave it with riotous living. What does that mean? That they have the authority, they have the power, they have the money, they have the position, and they have the provision, and they leave the house. They leave heaven and they waste it all. And if Father permits, he will allow you back to the house. If he does not permit, then he makes of you a bastard and he condemns you. You don't come back in my throne like that. You don't do that to me. You've been in my house. You come from my spirit and you want to run up in here and act like you run? So no, I will strip you now. And I don't have to get up to strip you. I send Michael to do it. Don't come playing with me. You're just an archangel that I gave an authority to. You're just an angel that I gave an assignment to. You don't run up in here and act like you want to overtake me. I had enough love for you to give you authority in the earth. I had enough love for you to let you be the covering for the earth. And then you want to act like you want to, no, you don't. Don't even have to deal with you. Because one, you ain't even on my authority. You ain't even on my level. You're an archangel. So I'm going to let the archangels deal with you. Michael, take care of that. And even in that, there was still respect because the word says Michael brought no railing accusation against him. There was still authority and mercy in that. There was still honor in that. He still honored the fact that he was an archangel, not bringing no accusation against him. I still honor the fact that he's from the same line. But he's a bastard son now, and Father said, put him out. You don't run up in my authority like that. That's why Father gives us, some of us, the authority that we have. And he tries it to no end. He keep trying. He said, I try to reign in your heart. I keep trying that because I'm giving you an authority that I don't give everybody else. I'm giving you gifts I don't give everybody else. So I keep trying it. So if you keep going through the same situation, then you ought to count it as joy. Because I'm going to try that same that I put in you to make sure. Because see, everything I made was good. And if I got to take it through the fight, it's going to be good when I get done with it. I don't want to be sick no more. I got more things to do than to be spewing stuff out of my stomach and out of my mouth. I'm not doing that. Too much mercy and grace. Too much love. Too much peace for that. Too much graciousness. It's too much mercy. I'm not going to be spewing out of my mouth. I've already separated and divided what I am, and what I send out doesn't come back to me void. So I'm not going to spend my time spewing what is I've given of myself out. I'm not going to spend my time doing that. That's why I tell you, don't cast your pearl before the swine. That's why I tell you to do that. Don't let it be bitter taste in your mouth. Say what you got to say and move on. If they don't want it, they don't want it. If they receive it, let them receive it. Don't waste your time spewing out of your mouth. Don't waste your time wasting your energy on a swine that don't want to receive from you. Don't let it disturb your peace. Don't let it disturb your joy doing that.